This video chart presentation, NXOI Interactive Inc. This is an OTCBB stock trading on ticker NXOI. It's a chart we've watched for a while because it does make just some huge moves. A penny all the way up to 6 cents. Came back down to that penny level, bounced up to 3.5 cents. Here recently it slipped through that support level though. And typically that would be one I'd walk away from because it fell through the support. But in the next couple days it came right back up and is challenging the underneath side of that support, which is now resistance. So I thought we'd just take a look at a chart that puts itself in that sort of situation, and note that today will be an interesting day for it to see if it can push back up and reestablish that support level again, or see if it indeed just proves to be too strong and it continues the fall. Some things leading into it were pretty interesting. MACD with a nice uptrend back towards zero. You can see fighting that money line, trending right there around zero for several months now. And it's just another thing to note in technical analysis as to how difficult certain points can be. So at this point, we just watch and see if this uptrend is going to try and continue, and see if it can indeed break through zero or not. Case for the MACD and the PPO aren't exactly trending the same. You can see the big dip in the PPO, a little bit of a downtrend to it at this point. But the ADX is approaching 10. That's a spot I always look for some sort of reversal. Pretty decent size separation. The 7 pulling well away from the 14 and 21. Now starting to make its recovery. I always look for that 7 to pull back up pretty quickly. And in this case right here, it goes along with the idea of is it going to try and pop back through that resistance level again. Accumulation, distribution, and shake and money flow both showing that selling pressure has been dominant. CCI, bottom feeders will use that break of negative 100 as a buy point, and they'll ride it from that point until it breaks back down through negative 100. Bull still definitely staying in bear chart territory. The trick's in a little bit of a downtrend, but again, you look for something like that to happen to see if this is going to make a higher low and try and put together an overall upward channel. Still very early on though, nothing that great coming from the tricks. RSIs did see a little bit of shift in momentum yesterday as the stock gapped up from its previous close and put itself together a 16% up day. Obviously at these levels, you're talking a true penny stock, and in some cases here for the last few days, sub-penny. The size of a move from a percentage standpoint can come very quickly. All in all, not getting a whole lot from the lower indicators, and again, my main point with this chart was to pay attention to a support level being broken and then coming back up and immediately testing it. Pull that down and put it right on 1 penny. We can put a bottom support again at 008, which was the low from the day before. But I believe if it can't break this penny and it starts coming back down on 008, the odds are pretty good it's going to fall through that level and establish a new low. But if it can push upward, meets a little bit of resistance, right back there again, right around 0012. But from that point, you really got to start looking up around 2 cents for a next real strong area of resistance to come into play. Of course, this gives a lot of appeal to traders because of the substantial size moves that can come with them. But you have to be very careful to watch support levels because those percentage moves can come to the downside just as quickly as they can come to the upside. 50-day moving average is coming into play there. Obviously been a source of dynamic resistance for quite some time. And that, of course, is going to reinforce that 2 cent area being a difficult spot. Certainly not a typical type of chart that we look at because we always look for one to be at a support level when seeking bottom plays. But this chart definitely has a little bit of appeal still, just to see how it performs today and see if it can take back out that 1 cent mark. And that's why I'm going to have this on the watch list today and see how it performs. But as always, this is merely my interpretation of the NXOI chart. Thank you for watching and trade smart.